With just 4 days until the state budget deadline, Senate Republicans are still sorting out their proposal to tax and regulate skill games. This comes as local nonprofits and the owner of the games are opposing any sort of tax on gaming. Fox 43's James Corrigan dives into the issue with lawmakers and an American Legion post who says they need that revenue from the machines.
Arguably the most contentious issue in the state budget negotiations is the taxing and regulation of skill games, with organizations such as American Legion posts saying a proposal to tax the games would leave them in financial peril.
It would destroy us. We'd probably wind up closing again.
Bob Pramick is the commander of American Legion Post 730 in Pembroke near Harrisburg and says the revenue his post takes in from skill games pays the mortgage and makes up around 15% of its total revenue.
Without them, we wouldn't be open. Between the ticket sales and the skill games, we just wouldn't be open. We won't be able to afford the bills.
Skill games are currently untaxed and unregulated by the state, despite being a form of gambling. Over 100,000 machines are estimated to be in operation in Pennsylvania in public and private businesses and nonprofits, including skill parlors with no monitoring. State Senator Chris Gebhardt is the prime sponsor of a bill backed by Senate leadership, which would regulate the games and tax them at 35%. He says the number is a compromise to protect both skill games and other competing interests, such as the lottery and casinos, who are also heavily taxed.
We need to find what a landing place is in a way that protects the other industries and also allows the skill industry to thrive.
The debate comes amidst fierce opposition and heavy lobbying from game operator Pace-O-Matic, which has attacked Gebhardt and other Republican senators, accusing them of being against veterans and volunteer firefighters. Gebhardt says he has introduced a carve-out for nonprofits like American Legion posts so that their share of game revenue is protected, while Pramick says money to help the veterans his post serves should remain with the post.
I think we need to find what is the landing spot that we can accomplish all that and bring them into the regulatory environment that is the gaming industry in Pennsylvania.
Go back to the casinos. They're making billions of dollars. They can afford it. We can't.
Now, despite the opposition, Republican leaders in the Senate are still pushing forward with the 35% proposal. It'll all be resolved in the budget, but very little progress has been made in negotiations. One state senator we talked to today described those negotiations just 4 days from the budget deadline as being, quote, terrible. At the Capitol in Harrisburg, I'm James Corrigan with Fox 43 News.